Hey guys, it's Rose with Rose Likes Crochet. How is everybody doing? It is Wednesday, January 24th, 2024, and I am coming on here with a update for Wings 2024 and a little bit of yarn yakking too. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I actually love to crochet, but we won't get into that. I like yarn a lot. It is a yarn yakking video and you will see yarn in this video. And I make stitch markers. So if you could go check out my Etsy shop, it is linked down below in the description box. If you could favorite the shop and favorite a few items, it really does help me out a whole lot. I do sell things in my Etsy shop other than stitch markers. I sell loveys, chunky hats, cowls, baby blankets. I just did a whole bunch of baby blankets and I will be those should be listed by the time you see this video. So just go check it out. And you don't have to purchase anything, of course, but if you could just favorite a few items, it really does help me out. So I live here in the Chicago area. I have one daughter. Her nickname is Carrots, like the vegetable. That's a long story. And I have one rescue dog. His name is Camo, and I call him my old man. He's about 12 or 13 years old. So yarn yakking videos normally entail yarn, sometimes happy mail, a lot of times retail therapy, and if I have finished objects, I will show you those as well. But let's get some admin stuff out of the way. If you are on Facebook, we do have a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast, and all the links that I'll talk, everything that I talk about, like even when I name the patterns of the things I'm going to show you, check out the description box down below. Everything will be linked down there. So if you want to come join our Facebook group, you have to answer 3 questions to join, but I promise you they're really easy. And we just recently showed off our fur babies and our feathered friends in there. I know it doesn't have anything to do with crochet. Sometimes our fur babies like to not let us crochet. So anyway, if you're on Facebook, go check that out. You can also follow me on Instagram at Roselikescrochet. Feel free to tag me in giveaways that you see, and they tell you to tag a friend. I would love to see what kind of giveaways are going on out there. And if you're not on Instagram, but you're on Facebook and you want to see what I post on Instagram, that account is linked to a Facebook business page. So the Facebook business page is only where I post because it goes from Instagram to Facebook. But the Facebook group is where we want you to post. So I hope that wasn't confusing. So if you can follow me on my Facebook business page, that would be great too. I don't do sales or anything over there. It's just the stuff that I post on Instagram. Like I said, the Etsy shop and TikTok, I haven't posted a lot or really much recently on TikTok, but I do like watching videos on there. So maybe one day I'll post again on TikTok. And what else? I have a spring shop. It's linked down below. You can get Rose Likes Crochet merchandise, cups, mugs, bags, t-shirts, you know, all that stuff. It's fun stuff. So, all right. So we're going to get into the first thing that I want to talk about, and that is wings. Okay. So there are a couple of playlists on my channel. Wings, I think 2022, 2021, 2022, 2023. We've been doing Wings for a couple of years now. Wings is a domestic violence organization that is based here in the Chicago area. And during the pandemic, they were one of the only places that I could find where they were taking handmade items. So crochet, knit, loom knit, sewn, things like that. And they have continued to take stuff from us, but they have very specific things that they want. And I am going to reiterate that if you can donate locally, I really do encourage you to donate locally. If you can find a homeless shelter, domestic violence organization, a church where they do prayer shawls, anything that's close to where you are that they'll take handmade donations, I highly, highly encourage you to do that. If there isn't any place like that and you would like to help support Wings, we really do appreciate it. And I have a list for 2024. And if you look at the list for 2023, it is almost exactly the same because my contact there really liked what we were doing for her last year. So she kind of kept it pretty much the same. So she did remove, and by the way, this list will be a pinned announcement in the Facebook group, and it is also going to be in the description box of all of my videos going forward until we're done accepting donations. So you don't have to remember any of this or write it down. It'll be down below. The one exception is she did not ask for any pencil cases this year. And because we're kind of starting late, she did combine February and March together. So I will tell you, I have my iPad right here and I have the list, and I'm going to read to you what she wants. And if you feel so inclined, you may send it to me. My P.O. box is listed down below in the description box. These can be crocheted, knit, loom knit, sewn. You can even purchase stuff from the store if you want to. And she has specific reasons that she wants these at these specific times. So if you could adhere to the deadlines, that would be great. I would also recommend that if you are thinking of donating locally, make sure you contact the organization and find out exactly what they need. I do volunteer at Wings every Saturday, and it's pretty incredible how many things get donated that they can't use. So I know a lot of people are just like, oh, just donate whatever you want, but you really should contact them and see exactly what they could use before you drop off a bag of stuff that they have to throw away. So, okay, so for February and March, because we're at the end of January, they are looking to put some goodies in the kids' Easter baskets. So for February and March, they are looking for small dolls, boy and girl, and they're also looking for these to be in a variety of different skin tones. So like I said, I do live in the Chicago area, and we have a plethora of different colored people here in the Chicago area. So small dolls, boy and girl dolls, and these are to hand out with Easter baskets. So I will be collecting these in the month of February and in the month of March, but they need these before March 28th. So if you are planning on sending dolls, send them before, like, make sure they're postmarked way before March 28th. So hopefully this gives you guys enough time if you wanted to try your hand at making a small doll to get them over here for Wings. Okay, so that's February and March. For April, they are looking for stress balls, and these are not the ones using blanket yarn. So you can just Google or YouTube, search on YouTube stress balls. As long as it's not using the blanket yarn, because the blanket yarn makes it too big, and there's little people. I mean, there's adults that use them too, but it's mostly little people. So, so they're looking for small stress balls, fidget toys, and worry worms, and that will be for April. In May, they are looking for makeup bags, knotted headbands, so not the ear warmers, not something that's made to keep your ear warm. It's more of a decorative headband, and hair ties, scrunchies, but only 2 of each per person. So you can send 2 makeup bags, 2 hair ties, and 2 scrunchies. For June, they're looking for diaper bags again, so 2 per person. For July, doll clothes. This is my favorite month. So any size doll clothes that you want to send, it could be for any size doll. They have tons of different size dolls there. And they're also asking for hacky sacks. And it's kind of like a stress ball, but it's got that heavier, like, beanbag feeling to it. In August, they're looking for toys again, but this could be for boys or girls. So it can be any kind of toy that you want. It's not necessarily a doll. It's just any kind of toy. And these are 2 per person. So you can send in 2 toys for boys and 2 toys for girls. In September, we're going to do hats and scarf sets again. And for those of you who were around last year, you knew that we implemented a thing where it had to be a set. So it has to be either a hat and a scarf or a hat and a cowl. It could be like one of those hooded scarves if you want, or a scooty. But you have to send in an equal amount of child and adult sets because they have more children than adults. You can also just send in children's sets. That's fine too. So for example, if you send in 1 adult set, you have to send in 1 child set. Or you can send in 1 adult set and 10 children's sets. It's up to you, but they have to be sets. So they're not going to take any individual, just plain old hats separate from a scarf. It has to be a set. And then in October, they are looking for loveys and baby blankets, and they are going to accept 2 per person for each one. So you can send in 2 baby blankets and 2 loveys. So this, again, this list will be down below in the description box, and it'll be a pinned announcement in the Facebook group. And if you have any questions on what they're requesting, feel free to email me, roselikescrochet@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer your question. So again, I'll have all the links down below for wings. So if you want to go and check them out, you can. And I'm trying to turn this off. Okay, so that's it for wings. I'm really excited that we get to do this again this year. It was just a little bit busy over there the past couple weeks, so we hadn't had a chance to sit down and talk about what they wanted to do for donations. So, and yeah, I do volunteer there every Saturday. So if you guys ever have questions about wings and I can ask my contact, I'd be more than happy to do that for you. All right, so now that we've gotten the really, really good stuff out of the way. So I have not been to a yarn store since the last time we had a yarn yakking video, which was like a week ago. The weather here has been really super ridiculously cold. Like we're talking negative temperatures, and that's not including the wind chill. I think it was like -13 actual temperature Fahrenheit, and that didn't include the wind chill. So yesterday we had freezing rain, and so everything was super duper slippery. And so today it's a little bit better. We're going to be in the 30s for the rest of the week, but still rainy. So anyway, I haven't been to the yarn store, but I had to go to Kohl's because I had a special order lovey I had to make for someone who worked there. So I had to deliver that. And as I was at the front registers, I saw the stuffed animals there. Now, a lovey is something that I found out how to make from Zelda NRJ3 here on YouTube. The tutorial that she put out, I don't know, a long time ago. She's like the original creator of this. It's always linked in the description box of all my videos. And I always tell you guys, no matter what store you're at, if it's a grocery store, a drugstore, a department store, any kind of store where there's possibly a toy section, go and look at the toys and look at the stuffed animals, because you might find something that you could use to turn into a lovey. Now, let me tell you, I have bags of stuffed animals that I need to turn into loveys. So this was really unnecessary for me to buy this many stuffed animals. Yeah, this many. So this bag, by the way, you guys, was $1.50 at Kohl's. It's perfect because when I'm done using it, I'm going to put my blanket yarn in there. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I got. So up at the registers at Kohl's department stores, they have this thing called Kohl's Cares for Kids. And a lot of times their stuffed animals are like $5 or $9. And so I'm going to show you what I got, because like this first one, you guys, is ridiculous because I already have 3 here at home that I have not turned into a lovey yet, but I got more. This is Elmo. I mean, come on, it's Elmo. Can you go wrong with Elmo? You guys, he was on clearance for $3.50. So his normal price was $5. So he was a little bit of a discount there. So I picked up, yes, this is ridiculous. I have 7 Elmos that I need to make now because I picked up 4. So I picked up 4 of these Elmos for $3.50 each. Now you can't use like Kohl's Cash on these or anything, but I mean, that is such a good deal. And I sold out of them last year at the end of December for my craft fair. So at least I can have some for backup. Plus 3 that I haven't made already. So I got 4 of these Elmo guys. And then, oh my gosh, you guys, wait till you see this. Okay. I know you guys know who this is. He's so cute. This is Curious George. Shut the front door, seriously? Like, he is just, like if he had a banana, it would be like a gazillion times better. He was $5 at the front registers. So you guys, I don't know how popular Curious George is now, but I picked up 3 of them. So there are 3 Curious Georges here that I'm gonna turn into loveys one day. And these guys were $5 each, and they're just super soft. So 3 of those. And then, okay, I'm almost done, you guys. Now I saw these guys, and I had not heard of this particular character. My daughter is 17, so who knows? Is this new? I don't know. So this is called, well, the book that he comes with, that comes with him is called The Snowy Day. And this character's name is Peter. And I had no idea about him, but look at how stinking cute he is. Oh my gosh, he's got his hands up for a hug. He's wearing like a big onesie. He's adorable. I absolutely love him. And he was on clearance for $3.60. So because I'm ignorant and I haven't heard of him, I only picked up 2 of them, but it'll come with the book. So we'll see. I can't wait to turn these into lovies too. I just think he's adorable. And I read the book too, and it's really cute. Okay, now here is the last thing that I found, you guys. I know, I need these like a hole in my head. Okay, here we go. Dr. Seuss, Cat in the Hat, and you guys, I hope you can see him. He's so cool. I'm gonna turn him into a lovey. He was $5. And of course they didn't have any Grinch, because that's where I picked up all my Grinches last year, was Kohl's. So I'll make sure I'll have to check Kohl's when it gets closer to Christmas time. I picked up 3 of these guys. So I have 3 Cat in the Hats that I need to turn into lovies. So these are gonna go back in the bag because I have no time to make lovies right now. I've already got like a whole tote full. I just haven't had time to make any more. You'll see why. I'm okay. So for those of you who are new here, I'm pretty obsessed with patterns, and I am gonna show you some hats today that I finished making. It's a lot because I'm obsessed, and I also have been making cowls, and I'm in the process of making market bags, and I think I've got 20 going at the same time because I'm just obsessed with things. So it's gonna be a while before I make more lovies. So those guys are gonna sit in the bag for a while. Okay, so that's it for shopping. Believe it or not, I did not go to any other stores. I lie. I went to Michael's, and they had all of these gorgeous new skinny cakes, and they weren't on sale, so I didn't buy any. I was so sad. I have a whole tote of skinny cakes in the garage, and I haven't really used them. So why am I looking to buy more skinny cakes? Because they're so pretty. Okay, they also had the new, what are those things called? The ones that I don't like that I sold. I can't even remember what they're called. I didn't like them, so I didn't even really look at them. Cinnamon swirl cakes, they had those there too. At the Michael's that I went to, and I kind of just glanced at them. I'm not a fan of those, so I didn't even really look. But the new skinny cakes were really, really pretty, so I'm gonna wait for them to go on sale. But I didn't buy any yarn, and if you guys were here before, you know that my local Joann Fabrics actually closed about a week ago, so I haven't been there in probably like, I don't know, like 3 weeks or something like that. And there really isn't another Joann that's close to me, so no Joann Fabrics. And Hobby Lobby's yarn was not on sale last week, so I didn't go there either. But that didn't stop me from ordering online. Okay, so I highly recommend that you sign up for all the yarn companies' emails, because they'll tell you when they're having like a good sale or free shipping or whatever. And I usually get the Lion brand emails, and I'm just like, oh, it's not that great. They'll say up to 50% off, but most things are 30% off. Anyway, they had the yarn called based on the TV show Schitt's Creek. They had that on sale, 6 for $12, so $2 a ball. So yes, I bought some. Let me show you the box. Hang on. You guys, this is how the box came to me. Look at how much tape is on there. I hope that they have it in plastic, because this box has seen better days. It's like all crunched and stuff. I don't know, someone tossed it off a truck for sure. So we're gonna open it and see. I mean, I know what I ordered, I just don't remember the colors, but I'll show you what I got. Hang on. Just so you guys can see, some of it's in plastic and some of it is not. So let me dump it all out. I think I got like 3 of each color, because, well, I don't remember how many yards there are, but that would be enough for like a hat and a cowl or a hat and a scarf. So let me dump it. Hang on. All right, you guys. So they have an invoice in here, and let me see. It says I ordered this on January 8th. Okay, that's not too bad. It's only, and it shipped on the 15th. So it only took them a week to ship it, and I think I got it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. So that's pretty good for Lion Brand, or any yarn company for that matter. Okay, so I got 3 of each color, and it doesn't have prices or anything, but I know that it was 6 for $12. So, okay. So since we have ones, actually the only ones that were not in a bag were these gray ones. Everything else is in a bag. So I'm going to show you, and this one has all kinds of cardboard confetti on it, which I didn't order that, but okay. So let me see if I even have my glasses here so I can read the labels. All right, so if you guys aren't familiar, this was a TV show. I don't know. I think it was on Hulu. I don't even know. That's the only thing I have because it's free and I don't really watch it that much. Anyway, it was a TV show, and all the colors are named after some part of the TV show. So just feeling it, it just feels like a regular acrylic yarn. So let me see here. It is 7 ounces, 200 grams, 372 yards, 340 meters. It's 100% acrylic, machine wash, gentle, tumble dry. It is a 4-weight. They recommend 5mm knitting needles and crochet hook. It says it is made in India. Make sure to match your die lot numbers. And this color is called Finding David. And I think that's really all the information. It's like heavy too. It's heavy. Did I even say what the yards were? Yeah, 372 yards. So that is a lot of yardage per ball for $2 a ball, 372 yards. That is almost as much as a Red Heart Super Saver, because those are what, 383 yards or something like that. And they're certainly not $2 a ball. Okay, so this is called Finding David. And remember, I got 3 of each of these. So 3 of the gray, the dark gray. And then I got 3 of this light gray. Let's see if we can figure out what this is called. This is called Johnny's Suit Gray. And it's just a light gray. It's really nice looking. I wonder if this would go through the knitting machine. If anyone has had this and you tried it in the knitting machine, I have an Addie knitting machine. Let me know if you've tried it, because this would be a really, really good. So the next one is called Moira's Rose, and it's a really pretty pink. It's not like baby pink, it's not light pink, it's more of like a salmony pink. It's really pretty, you guys. $2 a ball. Oh, okay. I love a good deal, you guys. This one is called Fold in the Cheese, and that is referring to when they were baking something. I did watch the whole series. It was funny. Okay, this one is called Boho Brown. That's really nice. It's a little darker than what's showing, at least on my camera. That's a really nice brown color. It's more of like a dark tan. And then we've got this one, which is called The Premier. And that is definitely like a beigey color. So 3 of those. And then we've got, what is this one? Cafe Tropical. Really pretty green. That's like a emerald green, grass green. Gorgeous. And then the last one is this aqua color. And let's see what this one is called. This one is called A Shared Wall. And that is referring to the hotel that they were staying at. But I don't remember the color of the wall. Was it this color? It's really, really pretty, you guys. Okay, that's all the yarn that I have bought. And I have no other orders outstanding. And I honestly have not been looking at the emails that have been coming through. Well, I have, like the ones that are just like, free shipping. I'm just like, ooh, I should look. And then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't look. But the only thing I'm really interested in right now that I'm waiting for them to go on sale are those skinny cakes from Michael's. So, so no yarn. There is no yarn in my future unless I go to the store. possibly. But I don't have plans to do that either. Okay, so the last thing for this video, I'm still on work mode, is I made a bunch of hats. Now, I have an obsession with a hat called the divine hat, or the shells hat, or the cowl, or the, I don't even know, there's a bunch of different names for it, but it's called the divine hat. And I think the original designer is Sarah something or other. But there's tutorials out there from Fiber Spider and Jonah Martinez, and like probably 20 other people have a tutorial for it. I just call it the divine hat, and I love making it. And I've decided that I must expand my hat horizon, and that I needed to try other hats, because perhaps at my craft fairs, people want a different style other than the divine hat. I don't know why anyone would, because I love that hat. But I'm trying to think outside the hair. So I've got a bunch of yarn, and I looked on YouTube for a bunch of different hat patterns that I could try, and I made a crap ton of hats. So let me get my bag out and show you what I made. Hang on. All right, you guys, I had to separate them. Some of them I only had like a ball of yarn and I made one hat, and some of them I had a big ball of yarn and made several different hats. So I'm going to tell you the patterns that I used. They'll all be linked down below in the description box. And as I go through the yarn and everything, I'll tell you which one is which. So I made, I think only one waffle stitch hat. And this is from Fiber Spider. These will all be linked down below. I used a 5.5 millimeter on all my hats, just so you guys know. They're all 4-weight yarn. I did Bag O Day How to Crochet a Ribbed Beanie Hat. That is tutorial number 570. I did the Stormy Waters hat, which is by yarnwars.com, Colleen Hayes on YouTube. I did the Bag O Day Chocolate Bonbon Beanie. And I did a puff stitch hat, which I only did one because I didn't like it, so I didn't do any more. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with what's in front of me and I'll show you what I did. This is the only waffle stitch beanie that I did. And I don't know why, it's really, really nice. I should really make a couple more of them. So maybe that's what I'll be doing when I make more hats, this waffle stitch beanie. This is from Fiber Spider. And this one I used Red Heart Super Saver, and the color is called Buff Fleck. So I had a full ball, and this is like this is a yarn eater, you guys. If you want to get rid of some yarn, it's super thick, really, really nice. And yeah, so I made one hat, and I don't know, I mean, I guess I could try them on, but then this is just gonna be out of control, just so you guys know. And usually I have my hair up in like a bun. But anyway, here is the waffle stitch beanie, and that is from Fiber Spider. And that's the only one that I did of that. Okay, this one, this is the puff hat. Let me just tell you again who this was. Like, I'm not gonna make any more. It's from Bee Hooked Crochet. It's the puff stitch hat. And she has it on her blog, and she has it as a tutorial on YouTube. And I found some leftover of this Hirschner's worsted specs. I think this is the only hat I made using this yarn. It's a 4-weight yarn. Let me tell you what the color is. The color is called Toffee Crunch. So actually, I'm not even gonna show you that. I'll show you the hat. So here is the hat. It's a yarn eater. It took forever, and I don't like things that take forever, so I probably won't make another one of these. But there is, if I had my hair up, this would be much better because it would keep the hat on my head. But this would be good for someone who either likes, what are those things called? I don't normally make them, I just normally make beanies. Look at how puffy this is. It's a lot. That's a lot of hat. Anyway, I only made one. And by the way, you'll see a lot of neutral colors because, again, I like bright colors and purple, and there's a lot of people that don't like bright colors and purple. So I figured I needed to expand my horizons and make things that people might actually want to wear. Okay, and then this one is using Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber. It was on clearance from Hobby Lobby. So I don't think you can get this anymore. The color on this was called Ivory Stripe. I have like 10 balls of this because it was $1.24. So I figured, why not? I'll make a hat. And this is the chocolate bonbon beanie from Bag O' Day. And I believe it's tutorial number 570. So I'll show you this one. Super nice too, you guys. This is a little slouchy, and I think in the tutorial she actually has you add another row, but I only do like 2 repeats, and it's a little slouchy for me. So, but I'm not the one that's going to be wearing it, right? Okay, so that's one. Then I found this because I'm a Bears fan. I live in Chicago. Hirschner's MVP Worsted 8. I had like 2 balls of this. I gave 1 ball to Lisa at Happy to Hook Creations, and I figured I'm gonna try and make a hat with it, right? But the stripes are really, okay, I'll show you. It's very busy yarn. So this is a Divine hat. You can't even see the pattern. You can't see anything because the yarn is just so busy. Close up, you can see that there's a swirly bits, but otherwise, not really. And this is my go-to hat. It fits really nicely. I'll show you some other ones. This is a Divine hat. I guess I'm not sure what you should make with this yarn that wouldn't make it so busy. Maybe a blanket would work on that yarn. Okay, so then you guys, this new Red Heart Granny Square yarn, when I bought these, I had absolutely no intention of making granny squares with it, but the colors are just gorgeous, and I bought like 3 balls. So I figured I'm gonna try this and see how it looks in a hat. So I've only made one thing, and it's a Divine hat with this granny square yarn, and this has, let me see how many yards. The color is called Soft White Citrus Twist, and these have 417 yards in a ball. You're supposed to be able to get like 14 granny squares out of it, but like I said, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna do other things with it. So I'm gonna show you how a Divine hat turned out using the granny stripe hat. I like it. It's so bright and it's so pretty, and there's no rhyme or reason, because this is supposed to be you're supposed to make a granny square hat or a granny square with it. So I don't care. I absolutely love this hat. I think it is so pretty. So this is using the Red Heart Granny Square yarn. There we go. It's so bright. You won't miss anyone wearing this walking down the street. So I don't know what I'll do with the rest of this. I'm going to try it on a lovey and see how it looks, how it stripes on a lovey. Anyway, there's that. Okay. The next thing that I made was using this also Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber. This like neon rainbow color. It's called Neon Stripes. And I think I have like 2 or 3 balls of this. And I wanted to see how this would work doing a hat. Now this is the ribbed beanie from Bag O' Day. And this is how it came out using this yarn. It is so wonky, but it's so cool. Like, I like the way it started, but then it's like you have these big patches of black and then big patches of color. So anyway, this is this hat. This one's a little tight on me. But I mean, I guess depending on how you wear it, this could be kind of cool, right? Have the black on either side, or have the black in the front. Yeah, that would work too, right? Have the black in the front and then have your neon stripes on the side. I don't know, maybe someone will like it. So anyway, that's the only thing I made with this yarn was that. All right, another one of those ribbed beanies from Bag O' Day. I have this Lion Brand Heartland. Remember, I was telling you I was trying to do some more neutral colors. Disregard that neon one because that's definitely not neutral. This color is called Rocky Mountains. And you guys, this Heartland yarn is so soft and like delightful to work with. So I made another one of those ribbed beanies, definitely more neutral. Love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. So one of those. And you guys, I don't put my beanies up for sale in my Etsy shop, but if you see one that you like, let me know. I sell these for $15 at craft fairs. But I don't know, I just wouldn't be able to keep track of them like when a craft fair season starts. So I don't put them up for sale in my Etsy shop. But I'm definitely willing to sell one if you would like one. Okay, the next one that I have here is, it's also a rib beanie, and I doubled up. Someone gifted me this Robin Crepe DK, and I had this Universal Halloween yarn from Hobby. It's the XL, but it's still really, really thin. So I paired the DK with this, which is like, I think like a number 1 or a number 2. And this is glittery and it's purple. I know I shouldn't be making purple hats, but I couldn't help myself. And here's how it turned out. I don't even know if you can see the sparkle. It's so pretty, you guys. I think I might have to keep this one for myself. It's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay, here. This will be the deciding factor. Yes, it fits, and it's purple and it's sparkly, and I think I have to keep this one for myself. Maybe. Anyway, I really, really enjoyed this pattern, this rib beanie pattern. All the, like the Divine hat, the Stormy Waters, the ribbed beanie, the chocolate bomb, they're all super, super easy and quick to do. So I highly recommend all of these hats to you, except for that puff stitch one. I didn't enjoy that one. All right, here are some Divine hats. So this was a Hobby Lobby Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber in the color Costa Mesa, which was discontinued. And I thought this was a nice neutral palette. So I made one of those. Super, super pretty. I'm not gonna try the rest of these. I'll try on a Stormy Waters hat because I don't think I've tried one of those on. This one is Loops and Threads Impeccable, and it's called Gray Tweed. And I started with the whole ball of 190 yards, and this is all I have left. And this is super nice too, you guys. Neutral colors, gray. That way if people are looking for neutral, I have that for them. Then we have this one, which is, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance for $1.24. It's called Belladonna. It's still neutral, but it's got pink and yellow in it, but it's still pretty neutral, you guys. I really like this one a lot. I mean, pink and gray go really well together. I'm not sure about the yellow. And by the way, all my ends are woven in, so I'm so excited. I just got to take pictures of them on the mannequin head for Instagram. Okay, this next one is also a Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Low Pill Fiber, and it's called Blushy. And there's no clearance tag on this, so I'm thinking this was one of my purchases when I was with Lisa from Happy to Hook Creations, and this one turned out really nice, you guys. Look at that. It is neutral, but it has a little pop of that rusty color in it. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one I just finished the other day because I was going through my drawers, because yes, I keep yarn in dressers. And I found, whoops, I found these 2 balls of Ice Yarn Picasso. It doesn't ever have yardage on it, but it has meters. And I did have to go into a second ball. So I still have this much left of ball number 2, but obviously I'm not going to be able to get a hat out of it because I needed some from this and a full ball. Anyway, this is another hat I might have to keep. It's a Divine hat, and it's made with the Picasso yarn, and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Purple sparkle or this? I don't know. And this is kind of like this blown yarn. I don't know if you guys can see. So I wasn't sure if it was actually going to like be stretchy enough, but it is. It is. It's not as stretchy as the other ones, but look at that. Oh my gosh, it's perfect. Okay. I don't know, we might just have to keep both of them for ourselves. All right, so the next set of hats that I only made one from each ball of yarn is called the Stormy Waters hat. And I really enjoyed making this too. So this first one I used I Love This Yarn, and the colorway is called Walnut. It's I Love This Yarn Stonewash. And I had 1 ball. Let's see how many yards. This is all I have left of this ball. 252 yards. Maybe I did use this for something else because it doesn't sound like that's the right amount of yarn that I used. Here's the Stormy Waters hat. Super easy, you guys. You should definitely try it. Okay, so here is what the Stormy Waters hat looks like. Really, really nice. It's definitely doesn't have as many holes as the Divine hat, but it's super easy. It's a 2-row repeat. I highly recommend it. So I've got that one. Then I found this yarn, Big Twist Static. It says it's a 5 bulky, but it really doesn't feel like a 5 bulky. And this one had 131 yards in it, and this is all I have left of that one. And here is this hat. See, more neutral colors, right? I like that one a lot too. Super, super pretty. I mean, I think they're all pretty, but the purple ones are the better ones. Okay, then I had some Impeccable, and I know that one of these was not a full, I don't know, maybe it was a full ball. Oh, I see where the other ones are. Hold on a second. Okay, so I think this is, no, it's not. I lied. I don't know what happened. I don't know how much yardage I used on this because I have 2 ball bands in here. It's 190 yards. The color is called White Tweed. Oh, I know what happened. I used this to make something for my niece, and I had like leftovers from both balls. Anyway, this is also a Stormy Waters hat, and I ran out, so I had to use like a red heart, dark gray or something, gray tweed or something on the bottom, which I think works pretty well. Like, I think it matches pretty well. So there's that one. So those are all the Stormy Water hats that are lonely and by themselves. All right, so everything else, I used like a big ball or cake or something, and I got more than one hat out of it. So I will tell you the first set here is this Big Twist. What is this called? Reverb. This was like a clearance yarn from Joann Fabrics. It had 311 yards in it. This is all I have left over from making 2 hats. So this is the ribbed beanie. I don't like how the black spotted on this, and it definitely has like a little bit of a halo, but this is the ribbed beanie. Really, really nice. And then here is a Divine hat, and I don't like the way that looked either. So they don't sell it anymore, which is fine. So that's that set. Then I have a lot of latte cakes, but I had one in my stash sitting looking at me. So a Karen latte cake. The color on this is called Lemon Sponge. And this has a total of, let me see how many yards. These are 58 acrylic, 42 nylon, and these have 530 yards in a cake. And it's considered a 5 weight, but that's only because of the fuzzies. And I got 4 hats out of one cake of one latte cake. So I'm gonna show you the hats. Okay, here is the ribbed beanie. I love the way this turned out. It's so soft, you guys. I need to get some more latte cakes and make more. Here is a Divine hat. I love the way this one turned out too. Oh my gosh, it's striped so nice. I'm just so excited about them. Oh, here's another one of the waffle hats. I guess I did do another one. I think I did like one of every style from this latte cake. So pretty. And here is the Stormy Waters hat. So I just love, love, love. So you can get 4 hats out of one latte cake. 4. Okay. The next ball of yarn that I used was this discontinued Stitch Studio by Nicole Earth Tone. Color is called Coal, but it's brown. It's like a brown tweed. And Stitch Studio like went out of, that was like an AC Moore brand or whatever. I don't know who bought them out, like Premier or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I had 1 ball of this. I think I actually have another ball in my stash. I'm trying to tell you how many yards this has. This has 612 yards. So I got 4 hats out of this one also. I got a chocolate bonbon beanie. That's from Bag O' Day. So I got one of those. I got a Stormy Waters hat. And I think that yarn was used for something else. So I don't think it was 600. Let me see. I think I had used that for something else. Looks like there's 2 of the chocolate bonbon beanie hats. I don't know why I did 2 of them. And then here is a divine hat in that brown color. So neutral. I'm trying to be neutral, right? Okay. I've got like 2 more sets here, guys. This one is Big Twist Tweed. And I'm pretty sure you can still get this. The color is called white, and it does not look white to me. It looks beige, but you know, who knows. I did a chocolate bonbon beanie out of that. There's 382 yards in that ball of yarn, and this is all that's left. I did 2 hats. So I did a divine hat and a chocolate bonbon beanie from that yarn, from 1 ball. So 2 hats from 1 ball of yarn. And then the very last one I did, you guys, I know it's red, but to me that's still considered neutral. This is Big Twist Heather. Looks like it was on clearance. So I think you can still get Big Twist Heather. I'm not sure. This one had 380 yards in it, and I got almost 3 full hats out of it. So I got a Stormy Waters hat, and then I got a ribbed beanie. So this one is Bag O' Day. This one is, I can't remember. And then the last one is a divine hat, but I ran out. So I just took some Red Heart Super Saver and I put the brim on with that. So you guys, that's a lot of hats. Oh my gosh, hat heaven. So let me know what you think about the hats and the stuffies and that Schitt's Creek yarn. And I can say that because I'm not saying a bad word. And let me know if you're excited for wings. I am so excited that we get to donate handmade items again for wings. Go ahead and check out the list down below. Let me know what you think of all the hats. And I hope you are all staying safe and warm. Like I said, we're warming up already this week. And I mean, it's January and it's Chicago, so I don't know what we were expecting, like 80s, no. But I know the whole country has been pretty cold, so I hope you guys are all doing well. All right, that's all I got. I will talk to you later. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.